So I have been itching for installing some heavy watt wires, but I'm going to hold off. Let's concentrate rather on just generating some power with a hydrogen generator first. Research-wise, I think we got to focus on food. And one thing that would improve things is getting the incubator. So we'll do that. Mover installing the hydrogen generator itself. Little traces there. We'll cancel that a little bit. What is the temperature at the moment? 52. We've got some water in here. 48 degrees. So there's the hydrogen generator itself. I haven't actually connected it yet. I'm going to be connecting and disconnecting this pipe as we need hydrogen. Hopefully that's going to reduce. I'm actually going to disable at least one, if not both. In fact, I might even take this down to like 10%. And this will be a manual process for me. At some point we'll make a smart battery, but we've got higher priorities. Food is the pretty much the main thing I'm worried about right now. But we do have a pitcher pump set up, and that's going to allow us to generate or supply these guys with some water, which is really, really nice. Just making sure this guy is happy. Still have our vacuum. Builder napping in the middle of the day, but at least they have a warm coat. Oh, they're there. Back at it. Let's see, calorie-wise, 30,000 is pretty good, but a lot of it is pike apple. I probably should definitely get that rolling again. Let's get back in the kitchen. Whoa! Amazing. Okay, another mammoth egg. That is awesome, first of all. Gotta be careful of how much room these guys take up. Because I think it's more than 12. 16. Alright, so that would be 6. Yeah, so I could easily get... okay, you need to come down here. This is awesome. This is really awesome. So now we can actually get 2 of these guys. Now, even if I am not able to feed these guys, it's still worth it to at least get another egg from them. Builders should do that. They're just attending to some flocks. And our little spigot seal. So they should be going over. At some point we will need, let's make sure there's no other skills other than builder. So research progressing. And this is going to allow me to build a nature reserve. I'm just wondering where... okay, I've got... okay, easy. 4 plants down there. That's going to help the morale. I'll probably give builder their extra critter ranching once we've got a nature reserve. Scientist just about having that complete. There's another critter. Now I don't have the grooming shearing station, but that's not the priority. Not until I plan on actually bringing someone else in. I see Miner is in the kitchen. That's a sign that we don't have enough to do. So I'm going to take a moment now to decide what the next action should be. So we've got some melting tiles here. Been starting to replace some snow tiles with granite tiles. Got a special project for Miner. Let's just make sure they actually go up and... oh yeah. Let's change their priorities to just digging now. Move them just a little bit so they go to their digging project. There we are. I'm going to see... that is not digging. Scientists, are you going to try... who's... oh, no one can access... ah, that explains it. Okay. Miner. Can you go down? There we are. So mine are heading up. What I'm trying to do is get access to more trees. Going to see if we can get a little bit more tallow built or made. But it is not looking great. We'll see what miner can do for us. Builder, or scientist, where are you going? Oh, you're picking up dirt, okay. Okay, so miner is up here, cutting out this zone. What I'm going to want to do is, because I see 5 kilograms here. I need 40 for a full cycle, but maybe this will be enough just to get them to produce an egg. We'll see. Maybe not. It's going to be close. I'm not feeling great about it, but we'll see. I might want to get, let's see, Builder to take this guy up. Start off by moving them up here. So miner continuing on. I see more trees up here. Ugh. Yeah. This is not good. Yeah, that guy just consumed our nectar, which I did not want to see. And they're making a mess. Producing ethanol, and mine are stuck. Okay, so this one is looking for food. We've got 3 kilograms, or 3 tons, half a ton. And this thing has been nearly depleted. Let's see, can they get up and down? They can. Let's get a door created. Throw them out. I may not be able to feed this current seal that's in our stable, but let's at least close this area off. I'm going to fabricate. Let's get you to prioritize on building here. Maybe you can build that door for us. And I'm making that out of iron. That might not make sense, actually. Where is the closest metal? I'll have a look. So it's at this point I feel a little bit more comfortable about where things are going. I'm going to trust the dupes, just kind of make their own decisions, not babying them as much, which is super nice. It's been a lot of micromanagement up to this point. Things are starting to actually, what I might do just here, because I will have to make a tile up. Actually, you know what? No, it's not a big deal. I'll just make a snow tile like that, and they can reach that. I love snow tiles. Just less resource. Very easy to build. So that is actually 96. Now, I'm not actually worried about that. I'm worried about, or more concentrating on planning things. So I'm going to bring a pip up here. And I'm going to put in some of these avalo seeds. I'm going to go select a few of these. So we'll just finish the digging. Remove those. We'll put in some plume squash seed. Bring in a pip. But I'm going to make sure we go from left to right. I also don't want to waste this as dirt. So we're going to dig this out, actually. Dig out every 3. We're going to dig that out as well. These 3, I don't mind using granite for wild tiles or wild plants, so we'll use that. And we'll replace this with cinnabar ore using some doors. This area being dug out, so what I'm going to do, actually, now that I think about it, let's put 1 door right here. That's going to push some of this material. Hold on. I'm just realizing that you're stuck without doing that. Okay. But what I don't want to do is make some natural tiles, and then have material stuck in it. So I'm going to do that, which is going to push everything to the left. We'll push one there. Move everything over. Do a similar thing up here, and we'll plant some pike apple, but let's start with plume squash. So cinnabar ore going in. So that should move everything to the left. Build her a little bit better. Making doors, or anything for that matter. So we can put 2 more tiles right there and there. We should see that go to the side there and there. So now that that's done, we can do that. More cinnabar being added. I'll have to go find a source of plume squash seed. Maybe I'll open this up in the meantime. We've got, oh, we only have a single, unit of that. Did not realize, apparently we need to do some digging in order to find more. Well then, perhaps there's not any point of digging out too many of this. Unless we do some digging plans. Okay, let's see. Where are we with power? Let's just plug this guy back in for a little bit. Make sure we don't have to use the manual generator. In fact, I'll disable this guy. But I'm going to look around to see if I can find some plume squash seed. So while Mover moves that seed, getting the rest of the dupes to finally change out this system so we can actually use our transformers. So this door has been created. That's awesome. We can then take those 3 guys out. Let's just have a look. I think we've got everything we need. Can separate. Let's do this. Let's separate that. Still need these to be upgraded though technically, but that'll be done soon. Separate this circuit. So now we've got 2 circuits out of 2 transformers, plus our heavy wire circuit. Okay, so our transformers have gone live. But let me just make sure that this gets done. What would be nice is if we had that line connecting like that and brought our heavy wire into this in time. Maybe I will disable this building and we'll enable this one. Since that's not on the heavy wire line just yet. So hold on. Let's just do this for the time being. So there is the 6 plume squash for that pip. One more wire or 2 actually. We'll be able to fully put on this system. Now the only thing is we've got both a pump and a heater. So it's a little bit too much, but we'll have to just live with that for the time being. Just bring up temperature just a bit. Overload. Okay, hold on. Let's just wait. One more wire. And we can switch this whole thing over. So what I'll do, actually, maybe even do that now. Separate that. Cut that. Cut that. If I can get 1 dupe just to provide that, we'll actually be able to do this. Come on now. Builder, maybe? Hey, look at that. Okay, fantastic. Let's just make sure everything is looking good. So now we're feeding everything off of this one transformer plus this extra one over here. So how about I put in our hydrogen? So we can start burning that. We can even run 2 of these, but I'm not sure that that actually is what we want to do just yet. Alright, well, with that circuitry done, let me have a plan for what we're going to do with the rest of cycle 35. And there is Mover dropping in our seeds. So we've got 13 seeds there. Going to add in another grooming station just because we're going to split this in 2. Make that the doors at least the priority. See if we can get this pip moved in for the end of the cycle, just so that they can start the process of planting. So builder going in. Oh, they're doing some grooming. That's great. I see this guy here. Not been groomed yet. Let's just up the priority of that. So builder all of a sudden has lots to do. Let's get them to move this guy up there. Check builder's schedule. Only so much time they have left. Rather than do some grooming, though, So now we've got crammed conditions. Side stable. No, that's not actually true. Let's move one of these flocks out of here. Actually, we'll probably have to move 2. We'll move this guy out as well. Builder, though, not a lot of time. Might actually want to make their schedule go a little bit longer because I don't want those critters. We'll temporarily make them work around the clock until the next few things are done. Wouldn't mind if this guy was attended to, so yes, absolutely go up here. Once that's done, let's get back to the stable and move some critters out. Hold on. Yeah, that's not the priority. Let's get you over. Move some critters first. Just so we don't have critters that are crammed. Yep, exactly. Let's get them out of here. Check if that does anything for the critters. So still crammed. Let's get at least one more out. Awesome. So they're still not... Okay, let's get another one out. So we're going to be bringing in a pep. Okay, now where are you going? Yeah, stay... Focus on this guy. That's the last thing. We're making them work a little bit longer. We'll give them a special break here. If they can get this done for us. Banshee, hold on. What if I up the priority of that? There we go. Yes, the sooner I get that pip in there, the sooner they're going to actually do some planting. Pike apple up here. Builder going up. And this will end cycle 35. Okay, so now we've got the pip in there. Pip can work on planting pike apple in those 3 tiles. Oh, before I forget, let's give this dupe a little bit of downtime. Some sleep. And then I will figure out what we're going to do with cycle 36. So Mover bringing in a little bit of snow and ice. See, we've got electrical issue right here. Actually, ironically, that one doesn't even need to be connected, but it is a problem. Trying to run too much stuff at once without heavy watt wires, but I want to focus on some other priorities. But we're going to definitely have problems if one of these wires breaks. We're just very lucky that it happened to be one that we didn't actually need. But we want to keep getting temperature up so that we can produce water, so we can use that to produce food and oxygen. And thinking about bringing pips up here pretty soon. I can create, let's see if I take that out. That can be taken out as well as that. But if you look down, I'm going to decide there is a pip egg. So one of these guys has laid that one. Actually, 87. I'm able to take this pip up. Pips, though, do not survive at minus 30 or below. So I don't want to have them dropped on the way. I want to make sure that they go into this area here. Minus 27. I mean, that's not the best, but they'll survive. I was hoping to have them go over here and continue to plant, but we'll have to look at this later. It's looking a little risky, but we'll start off in this zone with pips. Also want to make sure we get some of this hydrogen taken out. 2 natural tiles being made. Make sure these guys have been groomed. Looking for food, tamed, groomed. Okay, so we'll start the process of making some wild tiles here. I want to make sure we don't get that dirt so we can't access it. So we need that for food production. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's put in another door there. And create a natural tile right there. And I'm going to get Mover. How about we get you to come over here? We're going to consolidate some of these seeds together. Okay, are we ready for the pip? Not quite yet. Don't want the pip to be able to escape. Scientist, if I can get you to do some other stuff. Let Chef worry about the kitchen. Okay, so Mover, hold on. While a little changing is going on over here, Builder taking care of some critters over up in the stable. So I actually want to put in airflow tile right there. I might have to just relocate this. Take this electrolyzer out. It currently has water, actually. I think we're going to dump liquid right there. Let's put airflow all around. Just that the water that's in here won't be interacting with the... Oh, look at this! Vacuum. So actually we can just get rid of this. That's awesome. So now we only need power for heating up this. The temperature, it looks like, is starting to go down just a little bit. I will plug this guy in. That's putting lots of strain on the circuitry, but we'll deal with that in time. Maybe turn that off after it's gotten to about 60 degrees or so. Oh, I already see we've got water now up. So some of that ice has already started to melt. Look at that. That's awesome. We've got some breaking wires. Gonna work on technology to improve that situation. Maybe we'll turn that off for now. But that's a good sign. Just put in an airflow tile right there. And that should be... Oh yeah, we just have to wait for the electrolyzer to be built, but we should be getting some oxygen soon again. Have a look at the oxygen situation. It's starting to get a little bit thin. It would be very much nice if we can get this thing running. Here we are. So our electrolyzer running once again. Where are we with water over here? We still have a ton. Some of that liquid sitting in there, and that's not interacting with the cold tiles around it. That's awesome. Maybe I will now indicate that we are ready to dump some of that liquid right here. Now we've got 2 dupes producing some power. I'm going to look around. Oh, stop everything. We've got, this guy is the only one. Yeah, you are ready to be put in a stable. Okay, let's make a plan for that. Got mover going down to consolidate some seeds. A few piles down there. Also seed builder tending to these guys. Want to get builder to go over and move this critter here, Mammoth, that I actually see is laid an egg, and move them into this stable so they can work on that. Let's just make sure they're actually going up to do that. Okay, excellent. Let's see, mover is bringing it. Hold on, before you do that, let's pick up these 3 seeds and move them up there. There we are. And I'll get them to pick up a few seeds over here. Let's just make sure that builder is actually wrangling and moving. No, no, no. Hey, hey, hey. Don't leave and leave that for someone else. Let's see. There we go. So we still need to get an actual grooming station up that priority. Let's have a look here on mover. Hold on, hold on. We're going to take these several seeds, move them up here. And we have collected 13 seeds. That's going to be enough to get things going. Dump those seeds right in here. So we'll get mover to pick that up. Excellent. So mover is going up to jump seeds right there. We should see... okay, there's the Mammoth. We just need to get this grooming station built. And we also want to relocate this guy. Now, this is... bit of a risky business because it is pretty cold in this room. For front area, not an issue. This pip, though, is 89. So if they end up dying, I'm not terribly concerned. I'm also not concerned about them going to the grooming station. Just wonder if I should actually try to... So I've got 3 tiles here. This is where I want the first pike apples to be planted. Then the next will be over here. This tile here doesn't work, so we're going to do this. So I've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to take a 3 space, and we're going to go 3. And if we did that, as long as the pip doesn't go down there, they won't take any damage. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in temporarily. Put in another one of these over here, and we'll go that way. And that way we'll be able to bring this pip... Oh, hold on. Better build the doors first. See builder attending to some critters. Also see another plant here. So we're just about to get 6 pipe apple, which is awesome. Continue your good work. So we're 10. Well, probably no point in doing that. I'm very much afraid that this has been a big distraction, just to produce a little bit more tallow. Speaking of which, I'm going to go to consumable. Actually, no. Can you eat tallow directly? I assume not. Don't see it up there. I'm going to go to make this stuff. So basically, combining meat and tallow is something we want to do. We'll stop producing barbecue meat. Okay, we'll check on builder. Hold on, where are they going? Okay, go ahead. Use the outhouse. put them in a schedule. Actually, we'll see if they've got enough time to move that guy. Where are you going? It would be nice if we had another dupe that could do critter ranching, but we're just in the early stages. Let's do the other Mammoth, or where are you off to now, Builder? Maybe you're doing some wrangling. Okay, it looks like it. Oh no. Tending to this guy. While they're doing that, I might go look for some pike apple. Let's combine a few. We'll bring that into the stable. Move that piece there. Was there a piece there? Yep. I might as well do this as well. Okay, so there's that mover. Probably will work on that. Builder. Continuing on another one of these guys, even though that one's starving. We'll bring in some food. Finally, here we are. We are going to see. Let's check their schedule. Let's get them to just work overtime, so we can see if we can make this happen. They're being picked up. Awesome. That's what I want to see. Going up here. Making the long journey. Gonna go through this wet zone, unfortunately. They're being dropped off. Actually, they could have been dropped off. Oh, no, no, no. They can go up and down, too. We'll see here in a second. Okay, so we've got our tame critter located up here. I'm just curious. Let's have a look. There is just shy of 4 tons. Nectar, will they go to eat it? I mean, assuming they're hungry. Come on now. Come on now. It's not looking good. They're going right by it. Well then. So we've got a little plan here to make an incubator. But I noticed that there's no water going to the electrolyzer. That is really causing an issue with oxygen. So we very much need to get this thing going. So let's up the temperature. Current temperature is 44. Let's start melting by bringing this up. It'd be very nice to have automation to be able to measure the temperature. Just always keep this high. Some ice being added. That's good. This ice, which is a good amount of potential water. Just need to wait a little bit longer. Actually, yeah, there we are. Probably should have just minimized the amount of ice that's going in, but it will all eventually melt. We're at 62 degrees. Pretty warm. This ice just stubbornly sitting there at 0. Oh, just up almost 0 degrees. Look at that. We're converting over. It's not going to melt right at out of power. 68 probably should cut the power, actually, at this point. I'm going to say that's warm enough. But I'm giving the incubator an attempt at being made from mercury. These guys that have been groomed. Okay, so we can destroy some of these. Take that out. I'll take that out. Miner heading over. Whoa, whoa, no, you can't do that, miner. You can do that from above. There we go. That's better. So that should give us a natural tile right there. I'm going to have to actually add, now that I think about it, snow tile there and there. There as well. So that is a cinnabar ore tile. We're going to use that to do some planting of seeds. Hold on, miner, again. You're going to have to go above. There you go, that's better. Otherwise, we wouldn't actually get natural tile. Excellent. Another snow tile to be built right there. Maybe that's not... Yeah, we'll leave that. That's fine. And that is cycle 32. I'm probably going to have to up the priority for them to actually gather that mercury since it's further away. If this is in fact useful, I might need to actually dig out more of this stuff to bring it down. So while Builder travels down, getting the dupes, put in some heavy watt wires, just because I want to make sure we don't have problems here with the circuitry overall. Let's get down, watch them. Oh, hold on. Bleach stone. Producing a little bit of chlorine gas. Where is that? It must be in there, right? There it is. Okay, let's make sure this gets moved then. I'm going to put that right there. Is that a priority thing? Mover should pick up on that. Actually, where is Mover? Get them on that. Mover. Provide that, and then they're going to go down to pick up the bleach stone. Awesome. Okay. So they're going to work on that. I then have to choose which pip. I'm going to take the oldest one. 87. Yeah, that's this guy here. Wrangle them. Just make sure Builder does that when they arrive. There we are. Have to move them here in a second. So we're going to bring them up to this zone here. Just block this off so they only plant in these 3 tiles. So we're going to drop them right there. Let's go to priorities for Builder. Let's up storing temporarily. Let's see, where are you? Going to build? No, you're not. You're going to pick up this pip. We're going to watch them just because... just check their schedule, make sure they don't go on break. That's Builder, right? Yeah. We should be fine. We've got a few hours to get up to the top, though they're not feeling well. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, really? What's this about? Going to eat. Come on, no you're not. You're wrangling this thing. We can eat when the pip's in the stable. So let's take that pip. Oh, they're already set to move, so let's bump Builder. They are picking up pip. Okay, perfect. Yep, that's awesome. Come on, come on, come on. Traveling up. Other dupes putting in some heavy watt wires. And we have our pip inside this room. Let's check. We don't have minus 30, though we are pretty close. That pip can start to plan that, so I will turn this off, and I will make a plan from this point on. Hello, this is Jared, playing the Frosty Planet Pack of Oxygen Not Included on Extreme Challenge mode, so all the settings are at max, including Ravenous Dupes. We do not have teleportation available to us. Still going for the Locavore and Carnivore achievement, no frost-proof dupes, and not using wood. No ice liquefier, and no wood heater. What have I been up to in the last episode? Well, our water supply down here is getting dangerously low. Fortunately, I used that to research and build the correct things, or at least that's the plan so far, to be able to get a liquid temporizer, bring up temperature of water. I've actually created this in a near vacuum. It'll be a vacuum at some point. So I can really concentrate on getting this particular area without having to worry about losing heat, so that we can melt ice. And we've got a few pieces of ice. This one's already done, down, or up, I rather should say, to almost melting point. So that's super exciting. We're going to start off this cycle by refactoring some changes around here. We've got a pitcher pump. I want to eventually, once this ice melts, you're going to see that liquid bubble up. That's going to go into this pump, and eventually we're going to push that over here. Let me just start off by putting a towel in right there. And then we'll take this out, raising our electrolyzer just a little bit. Now we've got 2 manual generators, researching hydrogen generators so we can take advantage of all the hydrogen that we've got up here. So what I'm going to do is bring this critter up to a new zone where I'm going to start to form the stable right here. See builder on the way to collect that critter. Anytime I've got a critter that's wild, that's already produced an egg, even if I can't feed them, I still want them in a stable. Because we can get another egg, usually, before they die. Enhancing the amount of calories that we can get. Research is complete, so that's the hydrogen generator. Along with heavy watt wires. That's going to be important, especially since, now I did create a vac, oh, I can get in here, actually. Still put in heavy watt wire. With minimal, maybe we'll start that process. Go out that way. But is that the priority? I don't think that's a priority, actually. Let me have a closer think about what I want to do with this new technology. I think the stable first. Food's more important. Speaking of which, we're at the end. Oops, are going on a little break. And we've got this guy here in what's going to be our future stable. Currently 149, so we'll tame them and hopefully get another egg. See, there's a skill point. Oh my! Do I do extra critter ranching? I almost think we need to have more morale before I can do that. Mover, on the other hand, oh, they already have carrying 2. I could either do rocketry, working towards super sustainable, giving them a quicker speed, or extra strength. Let's give, that's not actually going to give me anything right now. Let's just get a little bit of extra strength. We are starting off cycle 39 with getting its output in right here. Once we've got that, we will put a snow tile just above it. Maybe builder would work on that. With that, we'll take this out. Builder to go do some ranching, that's fine. And we'll see, this is another bit of an experiment, but I'm going to let the pip go into this room, even though it is too cold for them. Let's see, what is the 2 sizes here? Actually, no, I won't open the door. What I'll do instead is I'll just move the pip. Okay, so there's that. Let's get all that taken out. Put in some blockers for the pip. Make sure that's priority 1. No, move oil. And let's take this pip. We will move them into here. Push There's another spot. Oh, I don't think they'll plant in there anyway. So that's 3, right? That's fine. And we will want to go do those 2 as well. So that pip plants pike apple right there. And builder, how about you move the pip for us? Did I put them back? Oh yeah, hold on. Let's do that. Ranching is the priority. Just curious. Oh! That's interesting. It might be too late. But, okay, they do eat. Where are we? So they're elderly. I don't think, maybe you just need a certain amount before they'll actually take a bite. Unfortunately, it's probably too late. They only have a cycle left. They're at 95. Eugene, one. Is there any value in possibly rushing them down? I don't think so. I think by the time we get up there and we were able to attend to them, they're probably going to be gone. But anyway, that's interesting. That is going to give us a little bit of tallow. Let's go back down here. Where is Builder? Builder. Okay, they're attending to this guy. That's fine. And they're going to attend to these guys. That's good. So these guys should not be going hungry. So they've got food in their stable. We've got the flocks. Looking for food. They're also oh, no. Was that because of eggs? Or is that because I need to have luck in our stable? Scientist. Installing our incubator. Just prepare a few eggs while that's being constructed. So let's see, we've got 1 egg over here. Bring that down to do a test in this machine. So egg ready to go. We've got lots of water. We've got a couple of these tiles here that can be created. Create these while that incubator's going. Come on, scientists. I'm hoping this cycle we'll be able to actually run the incubator. That's going to be nice because we want to enhance the number of critters. We'll have to start expanding our stables once we have that going. Our water, let's see, 39 degrees. We'll up the temperature a little bit. But we don't have any power. Oh! Yes, that's right. Let's get some hydrogen flowing. Charge up our batteries. That did... Alright. That did not work. I think I'm going to roll back rather than pick up from here just so I don't lose the opportunity, just because I did have to get a dupe to go all the way up here and back again. And it took so much construction time. Now mopping has to be done. I think it makes sense to roll back and generate a little bit of metal and do it a different way. So, note to self, don't build stuff out of mercury. We are just about to have the pip plant. Looks like he's planting something in the door. Did that actually work? I think it did, even though it was showing planting in the door. Okay, there it is. Our first wild bloom squash, at least planted by this pip. So they'll continue on 2 more tiles here and here. So that is awesome. Doors being installed up here. So this is going to push some material up into this zone and up into this zone. I'm going to then destroy this door, but I want to put that right there first. Just so that critters don't escape. Alright, now we've got stuff that's been moved up here. I will then go and make a snow tile right there. Let's make that the priority. We can get it. That way we can get another pip up in this zone to start planting even more wild plants. Okay, so now that I've got this, we can take this door out. We'll also take this door out. So I just want to be careful that this dupe that takes this out, takes it out from the top, not the bottom. Otherwise, we're not going to get our natural tile made. There we go. This looks better. As long as no dupe goes through this way in the meantime. Alright, so we've got a wild tile there. Or natural tile. Let's put this there. Let's put that there. Oh, another plant. Our second plume squash. Look at that. Things are starting to look brighter. Let's look at the oxygen situation. It could definitely improve, but as long as we've got water. Oh, speaking of which. Ooh, okay, yep. Let me go find some ice so that we can throw that in here. So, just before we get to cycle 35, I see another plant has been planted there. I would like to get a sixth one, but I don't have any more seeds. But I do see one that's just out of reach up there. So what I'm going to do, see Mover is up early. They've got their stamina, bladder though. Oh no, that's actually good. Okay, let's bring them up there. We'll get them to build a ladder. Carry a seed so that we can get yet another one of these plume squash plants made. I see a little bit of igneous rock sitting right there, so I'm going to choose to make this out of that. Igneous rock. Put that right there. Just make sure Mover picks that task up. Okay, no. Priorities. Mover. Let's have you concentrate on building. There we are. Igneous rock. Absolutely. That's right. That's right. And now I want this seed to be sent. How much work would it be, actually, to get them to go up like this? And eventually, maybe, yeah, let's do that. Because we've got another seed sitting up there. But actually, you know what? Maybe we won't, because I don't know what I'm doing with this zone just yet. Let's cancel that. We'll go up there later. Let's just make sure we get this extra seed dropped in this room, where that pip can access it. And I will go priorities. Shake building down. Get them to just go up a second. See if they go for that move. There they are. Excellent. Alright, so Mover is going to be delivering that. Let's just see what there is to do on cycle 35. So Mover, I am going to get you to condense these seeds into one pile. So you can bring them over. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now I'm going to take these 4 seeds. I need to find 2 more since we can plant 6, but we'll start with that. Mover, just get you to bring that over. Excellent. While they do that, let's get Builder now. Builder is find them. Looks like they're not feeling the best. Let's get them to go down here. To do some... Oh! That's right. Mover's the only one that's allowed in here. Okay, we'll change that rule temporarily. Builder, you're allowed in. Now... Oh, you are going to eat. Okay, I'll let you eat first. But we've got an important mission with them, even though they're not feeling the best. And this seed, too, that needs to be taken out of this room so Pip doesn't plant that. That one as well, just in case. Let's just watch Builder here. Alright, yeah, make sure you use the outhouse. Eat, get comfortable. So I don't want you going all the way down and be interrupted and have to leave. Okay, you look like you're ready. Okay, let's bring them down here. And I'm going to find some tasks for the other dupes to do because I see scientists trying to cook again. So this may have just been a lost cause. But I think actually separating these guys out of this zone for the future will be helpful, even if we can't actually make this guy give us another egg. We're just so close. So sad to see it get to be 91%. So Builder going up here. Put in some cinnabar ore. Throwing that in. Okay, actually, that's awesome. So we got a seal that has left. Got this guy here that they need to be removed as well. Maybe Builder will do that for us. Oh, there's some tallow. I see some tallow up there. Maybe I really shouldn't be worrying about producing just one more egg. Okay, getting that guy out. Let's take, I don't know if there's any hope at all, but let's get this guy. Where was he off to? Just curious how quickly this grew. 2. Versus 4. Okay, let's bring them up here. I cancel and move? Cancel and move. Okay, let's bring them down. Minor remover's gonna have to go all the way down. Bring them all the way up. Cycle 32. I cut the hydrogen line because the batteries are very full. Got more doors going in. Just gonna verify that this actually kicks material up there. I'm pretty sure it does. Put that in there. So scientists, you should probably be in the laboratory, but I'll let you finish that off. Just because I want to make sure that we've got a decorative flower seed that moves up there. This is a good sign. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, good. But given the fact I only have so much plume squash, oh, I see miner's been over here already. Going back, excellent. See if we can get in this zone. 4,000 calories just by walking in here. We'll see if they are lucky enough to get any plume squash seed from buried objects in here. There we are. There's one buried object. So that's a plume squash seed. Awesome. I see another buried object right up here. Plume squash seed. Yeah, there we are. Check another one. Another plume squash seed. That might actually be the only thing there is in here. Is it any other buried objects? I'll still get... Oh, we've got one up there. Get up that zone. Here we are. Plume squash itself in there. So that's some calories. So it is worth going over into this little zone. Let's just make sure that there isn't something else I want to research. We can make an incubator now. So I have to decide if it is now time to do that. So we've got Builder heading over here to do some ranching. They are attending to this pip, which is a bit... Well, probably pointless, actually. Though I want them attending... Actually, do I want them attending to either... Yeah, let's keep this guy happy. That's fine. Yeah, let's do the pip, but move on. What else do you have to do today? Going in here, attending to some critters. I've got some pike apple being sent up here. Miner going down here, taking their time. Okay, so now where are you going? Doing some ranching over here. Fine, go over it quickly. We need some fiber reed fiber. Okay, now you are doing what? Ranching down here. Okay, as soon as they're done that, what I want to do, I want to take this guy, move him all the way up here. Oh, I see, we can't actually get there. Fortunately, we have left. Can this guy jump across? Yeah. Alright, fortunately, they've been able to get access to this tree, so actually I don't know if I actually have a food source for them. What about up here? 3%? No. This might be a bit challenging, actually. I have to figure out if I can actually do anything. I was hoping to get one more egg from this guy, but now that he's starving, reproduction is gone to 2%, which means it's going to take, what, 5 cycles? And I think they've got less than that. I don't know if there's anything I can do. I'm going to have a look around. Mover's just about to go on break, so I've thrown them down here. There's a seed that is located right there. Just want to make sure that gets put into the pip room before they go to bed. Hold on, I'll take this now. And I'll say that I want it to be dropped off in here, so where the pip can access it. Just going to verify that Mover actually grabs that. And they're heading up to the pip room. Let's just make sure they don't actually drop this along the way. Go, 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 go. Ah, almost made it. At least they didn't drop it down here. Not sure if I can get anyone else to do that. I'll just add them on their normal schedule. Back to here. So that's Mover. Builder, do you still have time? And you're... Ooh, not very much, but you know what? Let's just do this. And I will change up their action. To go down here. Their priorities back on storing. There we are. Okay. And let me just reset everything. They can go on break. Take their priority back on that. And we've got another seed here for this pip to be able to plant right there. And we're coming to the end. Dupes are going to go on break, and we'll start back again on cycle 35. I see a little bit of iron. Let's see if there's enough actually to... Ah, look at that incubator. Let's make that a priority of going in right here at the next cycle. The miner going up here to put some water in the supercomputer. We're going to make sure they go down to dig. They are. Perfect. The reason for that is I would like to get access to both some more plume squash plants so we can feed these guys. I also see that this guy here has laid an egg. So this is going to be another good candidate. Actually, I'll put them in, put the plan in. Drop them up here. Scientist will work. Using the supercomputer. Let's just have a look at some of the skills. Chef. How about we give you carrying ability? Builder. Critter ranching 2. I'm too nervous about their stress level going up if I did that, so maybe I won't. This is going to be a low oxygen area for miner, but they are going to go into the little oxygen bubble, so that make it a little bit easier once they get to that point. And more oxygen over here. So we've got miner down there doing that. Let's check on our pip. We've got our first pike apple that's been planted by a pip. That's awesome. Let's check and make sure these guys are fine. Elderly. Elderly, but are you... They may... let's leave them alone. This guy is currently starving. Okay. Tame but starving. We need to do something about that. You just ate. Starving here as well. We need to get some food for these guys together. So as Miner makes their way up towards here, I'm going to make a plan to seal off. Let's see, we've got iron ore nearby, so we'll do this. Maybe make a snow tile right there. Make sure they work on this little construction before they leave. This critter going on this side, that's exactly what I want, though not the shine bug. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come on now. Let's do priorities. Go to miner. Do building up for them. Picking up some iron ore. Throwing that in the door. Picking up a little bit more. And we've got the opposite of what I actually want. In terms of critters on what side. Oh, builder up here now. Putting in a snow tile. Going down to ranch. Hold on. Let's use the fact that builder is up here. Get them to build. Let's create that. Let's create that. Hold on. Just before you leave, let's take this guy. Move them in here. So we can start to produce some nectar. Just make sure they're actually doing that. Okay, so this critter's being wrangled. Let's check their schedule. I think they're on a later schedule. Yep, that's good. So this is going to at least allow us to produce nectar. I guess the current critter is not going to be giving us... Well, I guess we'll get some tallow, but we won't get an egg, sadly, from this guy. We've come pretty close. There's just nowheres that I can see that I've got nectar ready. Actually, I don't know how much nectar they... I've been assuming I need a tree with 100% nectar. 40 kilograms of stored nectar. Maybe... Hold on. Maybe I'll have a closer look. I assumed I had to I had to have a tree that had 100%. Hold on. Miner providing a little bit of iron ore into the rock crusher. We want to get that going. Just that we can build our incubator. This time made out of iron. Scientist generating a little bit of iron for us for that. Chef down in the kitchen. Power issues. We are consuming hydrogen. It's a little bit easier to produce. Oh, hold on. Whoa. I've got to be careful now about taking hydrogen from this area. You know, that hydrogen's getting a little bit low up there. If I do that, though, we're going to need to make sure these machines, or at least one of them, goes on. Oh, and I see 3 plume squash plants. That's awesome. The next one I want is planted right there, so we'll clear that so that Pip can access that. One more seed. I might have to go and grab another seed from somewheres. So I'll have a look around to see what there is on that. Now, flocks right there. How about we, how are we with this stable? To calculate whether it makes sense to bring them into that stable or not at this point. And really got to be upgrading these wires very soon. Starting off cycle 30, miners installing the grooming station. Just need to open this area up, put in some doors. Have this guy groomed here pretty soon. And just waiting for this guy up here to lay an egg before we start grooming them. Check over on these guys. We've got critters that are groomed. Gonna think, why don't we install a hydrogen generator right there. Just one more door until we can groom this critter. Make sure we don't trap them in this process. Excellent. So builder, you were excellent. Look at that. They're doing some ranching. Okay, so this is the first mammoth that's going to the grooming station. Awesome. Okay, I will put a plan in. Maybe I'll think about what we want to research next, along with how we want to change our power production system. Well, I think I'm going to end this here. I have to have a very good think about what I want to do from this perspective, because we've got some problems. The sealed creature, I think I definitely learned something from that. Getting them up and down, especially when I don't have areas that are blocked off early on. There probably was no value of bringing our seal into the stable, but probably more important, the flocks are not happy when it's below -30. That I did not realize. So I have to decide if I can continue on from this point or if I need to go back. But anyway, approaching cycle 40, I'll either roll back for a little bit and change the strategy or figure out where to go from here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time trying to survive on very difficult settings on this very cold asteroid. So while I'm waiting for the dupes to wake up, I'm just watching this these batteries start to charge up. Once they're pretty full, I'll just cut the hydrogen going into this guy, so we're not wasting power. Scientists always the first to wake up in the morning, it seems. So we should see the rest of them go down here to do some digging. And we are entering cycle 31. Let's say that is good for now. So it's going to keep running until the last bit of hydrogen is out. What I'm going to do, put some snow tiles. Let's see, I'm going to just make this the same line. We'll go across like that. Make sure these guys are still happy. 96, that's excellent. But I also want to bring a pip up in this zone to start planting things. So I'm not going to relocate these guys yet, but I am going to send a pip in here so they can start planting some plume squash. Do not know why, but this guy, they're just going to turn into tallow. I should not have brought them into our stable. But for some reason, they will not consume the nectar that's sitting inside this. But, okay. Well, that I just have to decide, is it worth going back? Or can I carry on and still be able to survive with that amount of effort? Got miner going in here, putting in these 2 tiles. Scientists on generating some power. Let's see if we can get you to go to the laboratory. Excellent. Although we've got that, let's put a snow tile right there. Cancel this. Builder with some cinnabar ore. We're throwing that into the tile. Oh. Oh, our construction project is done. Okay, so I'll put in the plan for a smart battery. And we are at the end of cycle 36. I see that we've got 3 pike apples planted, so I'll continue the pattern right there. Good job, Pip. Let's check on the Pip. They're elderly. They're going to be around for, well, should definitely be able to continue planting over the next several cycles. check down here. 27 degrees. Yeah, we need a bit of heat at it. Let's check our hydrogen. Okay, just starting to consume some things we are not supposed to. Not good, not good. Okay, let's cut that out. I'll have to fix this at the beginning of the next cycle. Take that. Technically, that one is fine. Alright, and this guy is hungry. We need to get some plume. Alright, this is getting to be a lot. Where are we with calories? At least we've got enough calories for dupes, 8,000 calories at the beginning of the cycle. That's actually really good. But the whole food situation with the critters, a bit of an issue. So I found at least 2 Phlox Flan eggs in here, so I'm moving 2 of them over there. So that should make our stable happy again. And we're going in to take those eggs out. And builder. If you could move our Pip over. Just curious what we're going to get. Oh, they're tending to Phlox, that's fine. And then after that, another Phlox. Just curious, body temperature low, happiness -1. What is their range? Comfortable range -30. Really? Really? Wow. Okay. We've got all kinds of problems. So, Pips can't survive at -30. These guys are not happy. In fact, it appears... Let's actually... Hold on. This guy who is body temp... They are groomed. They're only giving us 2% cycle. Wow. Okay. There's so much more to this than you think at first. I might have to go back and rethink things, because this is not looking great. Just watching mover bring some pike apple together. I've got I'm going down here. Where are they? Oh, they're just picking up another piece there. So once they've got that, then I've got this, which should be combined with that. Okay, stay there, mover. Perfect. Moving that up. They have to do that in 2 shifts. That's fine. Whoa. There we are. Okay, alright, now that we've got that, let's have a look at what we collected. Pike apple, 8,000 calories. Let's put that inside this stable there. Get mover to go up and do that. And with them on the way over here, and I see that we've got 6 plants. I'm not sure what to do with this Pip, actually. Because if I throw them over there, it's kind of too cold. Though, to be honest, they are elderly. So maybe I should just do that anyways. I'm going to decide now what I'm going to do with the Pips. Just catching Miner and Builder working in the stable. So now that we've got that, I can now destroy this and this. Let's just change up Miner's actions. Maybe we'll take one of these doors out for us. Here we are. Builder attending to the critters, even though they're not feeling the best. Chef taking out another door, which is kind of strange. I think they should be in the kitchen. Where are we with mush bars? 5,600. So 1, 2 more of those. Okay, awesome. Let's take this out. Chef, I'm going to make sure you are heading back to the kitchen area. Going to build. Really? Oh, we're out of power. Okay, yep. Because of this tile. I see what's going on. Okay, all right. Power production is back online. So, Chef, to the kitchen. There we are. Excellent. We now need to make a door right here. And I need to think about bringing a pip up and also getting some of these seeds out of here. Getting in some seeds that we want to plant. So we'll do that at this point. We have achieved 62 degrees. I'm thinking let's give this system a break so we can concentrate on generating power both in the for both the rock crusher and the kitchen area. Make it a little bit easier usage of our wiring until we get some transformers fully hooked up. So we're consuming hydrogen. We're producing power. This time minor on that. Maybe what I'll do, just so we don't have two of these things running, I'll take that off. Water in here. That seems to be fine. Oh, and we've got our fourth plume squash. Okay, so we can destroy that, though technically I need to now go find another plume squash. So what I'm going to get the dupes to do, first of all, Miner, you're going to go over here and see that I have some digging tasks I would like to get done. Plus, I would like to minimize dupes running on the manual generator, so let's connect this. That's going to start to send hydrogen for the first time into this pump towards this hydrogen generator. And what we're doing down here is creating a stable. Second stable. Well, actually, this is technically a third stable, isn't it? But this is going to be a very special stable. Stable that's dedicated to Bamus. This one here is just a temporary stable, but this is going to be more of the permanent one. So on cycle 31, I'll be back, and we'll start to put this area together. Just before we start the next cycle, I'm going to ask scientists to research sound amplifiers. That way we can get that set up here, so I don't actually have to monitor when hydrogen goes in and out of this guy. Let's check if our pip has done anything overnight. Not yet, but we've got the pike apple seed in there, so they should eventually get at that. I'm thinking I would like, actually, we'll let Builder. Probably, yeah. We're going to have to catch up on their rest and that, but let's see. Stamina 24. Oh, they're just getting to their sleep schedule. One thing I'm going to do in this cycle is get them in the incubator once they made their rounds to the ranching. With everyone else, I guess we know what Scientist and Chef is doing, but I'll make a plan for the other dupes. So I notice we don't have any more snow, so we're going to add a little bit more. Plus, there's no ice right here. There's some ice blocks here that are very close to melting, which is really exciting. I also see some critter eggs in here. It's not causing overcrowding, but we want to get at that before it does cause an issue. So get those two eggs out of the way. And along with the incubator plan, we can make that out of mercury. What? Oh, hold on. What would happen if I actually made something out of mercury? You know what? We gotta find. I'm gonna do a save at this point in case this goes horribly wrong, but I'm gonna check that out. The scientist here on the manual generator. We have managed to get temperatures up to 61 degrees. So I'm going to cut this, because that's just a huge power drain, especially since we're not consuming hydrogen. Let's check a few pieces of ice. Do we have water? Got no water in the pipe, which means we're not producing oxygen. This is 1.7. That's going to turn to water soon. This will take too long. This is working. We're working on that, working on that. Okay, so I might find a little bit of snow for us to throw in. It's not a lot, but give us something. Oh, and that's water. Ooh. Okay. Maybe we'll do that. So coming to the end of cycle 33, next priority is putting 2 doors here so we can make some wild tiles there. We've got a pip inside that room, which is awesome. A little bit of work in doing upgrade to heavy watt wires. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to consumables, get plume squash to stop being consumed. So now we are just relying on mush bars, 2,000 calories, but we are at the end of the cycle, so Chef should continue making some more calories there. We're going to save that plume squash, obviously, for these guys there. So we'll be back in cycle 34 to continue on. So it looks like miner has arrived in this zone. Means we can move this guy. I know that this is the one that has actually laid an egg. These two are going to be separated from each other, which is nice because I'll know which one lays an egg in the future. But I've got lots of plume squash that I can get access to. Plus another plume squash seed as well. Okay. So that's very helpful. Let's actually just take a moment now to see where this is going. 12%. And 17% down there. So we've got that Mammoth going up in this direction. So this is where I'm going to put the smart battery. Making actually wiring out of copper. And, oh, mercury. Hold on. No. I didn't realize that spun to mercury. That's not what I want at all. Let's see. Iron. One now, dups. Looks like builders installing this door. Okay, with that, let's make a snow tile right next to it. And do I still have... Yeah, they're still on the everything sort of schedule. Let's allow them a little bit of a break time. And we'll get at it on cycle 39. Okay, builder, now that you put a tile right there, let's get you to go in here. Actually make it so that you can't leave. We'll also make it so that you're the only one. Actually, let's just block anyone from going in and out. I'll get you to throw this egg in, incubate it. And this is our first egg that's being incubated. That's a wild egg. Let's obviously remove that. We'll let you in and out. And I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 2 doors here. I'm going to create some wild tiles, or natural tiles rather, and we'll see if we can get this pip to plant further along, even though it's a little bit too cold for them. The miner making their way towards this tree here. Ah, well, that's annoying. As we made progress towards this, we found a spigot seal who decided they were going to eat the nectar on us. Well then. I guess there goes that plan. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, we need to start separating these guys from these trees is what we really need. So I'll continue the dig in this direction. Dups up early. Just kick off cycle 33. Top priority is getting this little pipe here. Ooh, we got some water. It's been created. That's awesome. So that should be going now to the mix of the pitcher pump and the actual electrolyzer. So that's good. See some ice that could be added right there. Let's plug this guy back in. Add a little bit of heat, and I'll go around, collect some snow and ice that we can throw into this zone. So rolled back here to the end of cycle 32. Cancel the construction of this since we probably don't want to make stuff out of mercury. Also, we've got a ladder in there that we've got to take out. And a pipe here, we want to essentially share the water rather than have it all dropped up there. Just so that we get both oxygen production and producing some water inside this pitcher pump area. So that might be it for this cycle. I'll be back when we can start on cycle 33. So what I've decided is we're going to hold off on this project. Miner's going to go all the way up here to dig this path out so we can get access to this area. But also I see this guy here, which is harvest ready. That is where we're going to take our little critter as soon as we get up to that zone. Well, starting off cycle 38, going in this direction again. Probably should have just done that from the beginning. Let's see, builder going down to help. No. Builder. Let's see if I can get them to do something more useful, because I don't want 2 dupes on digging. So I figure plume squash seed is probably found in this biome. So I found a few buried objects along this way. So we're going to go in that direction. Dupes are on break, so we'll pick up on the next cycle. Now I've got builder going up instead. They're going to put a single tile in right there. We're going to use the incubator for the first time. Well, apparently not. Just having a quick look at the Locavore achievement. We're at 289 of 400. So making progress, well more than halfway at least.